So my today's speech will be about personalization approach and the main tools that you can use that will help you to personalize and to make your content and make your marketing campaigns more targeted. So first of all, let's answer the question, what do we mean when talking about personalization approach? So first of all, it's guest segmentation. So when using some specific guest attributes from his guest or reservation folio, we can divide our guest in several groups. Yeah, so make this segmentation, and using this segmentation, we can deliver individual content for different guest groups accordingly. And nice add-on to this is embedding guest personal details and booking details into the content. So not all, but many types of content, like the same marketing campaigns and communication hub, emails and WhatsApp, auto messages can contain like guest name, his check-in, check-out dates, and many other like any data that we fetch from hotel PMS. And I think, needless to say, that the more personalization, the targeted approach, yeah, makes from one point of view it brings more like positive emotions to your guest, and from the other point of view, it makes your marketing activities, your marketing initiatives more effective. It increases conversion and your upsells, and as a result, increase loyalty of your guests. And yeah, first of all, just a few examples what can be personalized, because actually any part of content and any campaign can be personalized within Hoteza. But let me just show a few examples, the most popular examples that we can provide. So let me show it on TV platform, but let's keep in mind that actually all this is relevant for all our other outlets. So the same for Hotpot, for Guest App, and so on. So an example of IPTV system. So first of all, we can personalize welcome screen, and in addition to embedding guest name to this first screen, we can make like video background can be individual for some group of guests. Then when we are going to the main menu, of course, any tile in this main menu can be limited. So, for example, show some special offer only for this specific group of guests, like only for loyalty members. Or like in this my screenshot, like for loyalty members, we can even show his loyalty status and points on the screen. Then when we go in from the main menu to internal pages, so any internal page and some service available for online ordering also can be limited. So we can, for example, if you're providing some specific online, specific service with online ordering only for like the same loyalty members, you can make it limited. So this particular shop item or service can be shown only to limited group of guests. And talking about communication hub and marketing module, the same is true for marketing pop-ups. So if we are talking about in-app push notifications, like push notifications on TV or in-room tablet, the same. You can put a guest name. You can send this specific marketing campaign only to specific group of guests, and we can even use like additional guest details, like his date of birthday. So if we see that the date of birthday came from PMS is today, then we can send this personal congratulations and show it on the TV screen. The very same approach for guest application, and as I already said, to any our guest-facing app. But even if you don't have guest-facing app, we have the same. We have email and WhatsApp um, messaging tool. So like the communication hub, we just uh, we just saw in Irina's presentation. So the same. I believe Irina already showed it in details that you can personalize templates and also specify limited group of guests for whom this campaign will be applied. And once again, it was just a few examples of what can be personalized. But the most interesting question is how it can be personalized and what tools allow you to make this guest segmentation. And for this, we have such a mechanism like display groups. Yeah, in our CMS, in terms of our CMS, it is display group, but it can be also interpreted as content groups or guest groups. So you can name it as you as you wish. And despite the fact that we have had this display group mechanism for many years, this year we enhanced this tool significantly, and we added some new possibilities that I will show you in my next slides. But let's start from the simplest tools to the most to the newest and most automated. So yeah, talking about these groups, we have three types of them. Let's start from the simplest one is status groups. So status-based group, which is assigned automatically based on the guest reservation status. That means that you can separate your content before arrival, during stay, and after stay. And yes, it actually doesn't make sense when talking about in-room TV and in-room tablet, because for TV and tablet, all content is supposed to be during stay. But particularly for guest application and for marketing newsletters, yes, the emails and WhatsApp, here we have a possibility to communicate with our guest on all the stages. So um, let's show it on the example of guest application. So for example, you can send a personal link to the guest tab like 3 days prior to arrival. And these 3 days before arrival, we can show one main menu in the guest tab. We can put there like a link to online check-in process. We can put there like pre-arrival services, transfer from the airport, and all services that you want guests to order before arrival. But when we receive a check-in event from the PMS, we automatically we change the content within our guest tab, and then we remove the like online check-in and pre-arrival services from the menu. But at the same time, we can add during stay services like in-room dining, like room control, TV control, and so on. So using these status groups, which are actually they exist in the CMS from the very beginning. So you don't need to create it manually or configure it somehow. They just present it in the CMS, and you can use them to separate content accordingly to the reservation status, like before arrival and during stay and after checkout. The next type of groups, it's pretty old mechanism that we've had for many years. It's room-based groups. So groups where you can assign some set of room numbers or maybe floors or even like buildings if your hotel has several buildings. So you can separate content based on these rooms. Most popular example of using it is one content for like standard rooms, another content for suite rooms. For example, if you provide some specific service for suite rooms, you can add them to this display group and use it. And maybe, despite the fact that they're called static groups, it's not necessary that they should be static. For example, if you have some big like conference group, you can, prior to their arrival, you can create this temporary display group and select their room numbers to show them some specific content about their conference. And we are coming to the most interesting part, and it's our newest feature, which was released like a couple of months ago, this quarter. I'm talking about dynamic or rule-based display groups. This mechanism allow us to use additional additional guest folio details that we fetching from your hotel PMS. So it can be just like an examples. It can be VIP code, it can be group code, loyalty status, booking source, like OTA or direct, room type, and actually any other additional attribute that can be that is stored in your PMS, can be used for creating specific rules and for creating guest segmentation. Let's describe a couple of examples to make it more clear. For example, you want to promote your loyalty club program, and you create a display group with the following rule. So if the loyalty status of guest is none or not available, then we can show him a specific promo tile in the TV main menu with an offer to join the loyalty program. And using the same dynamic display group, we can send additionally we can send him a WhatsApp or email message with the same offer to join loyalty program after his checkout. And this is an example of a simple rule when we use just one attribute for creating this guest group. But actually, we can have more complicated cases and more complicated rules when we're using combined rules. For example, you want to encourage direct bookings made from your official hotel website instead of like OTA, booking.com, and so on bookings. And you want to encourage it by providing, gifting a complimentary glass of champagne for guests who made the booking directly. But we cannot promote alcohol for minors, yeah, for kids. So for solving this case, we can create display group number 2. Yeah, when you place the following rules. So if the booking source is direct, and if the adult or full age attribute in your PMS is true, so if our guest is not minor, then let's send him a marketing promotion with a link to order this complimentary glass of champagne. And these were just a couple of examples, but actually it's point of imagination of your marketing initiative. So you can create com- uh, complicated and combined rules as you want for your marketing goals. A small remark that the critical point of this mechanism, so to make all this magic works, we need to get these additional attributes from your hotel PMS. And here we just need to keep in mind that there are different PMS systems and many different interfaces with them, but it's technical details. Actually, in any, from one PMS vendor to another PMS vendor, of course, we can have some differences in a set of parameters and in interface protocol, but at the same time, any PMS can be used to collect these additional guest folio parameters that can be used within Hoteza system to create these specific rules and making this specific guest segmentation. The last thing is that you can combine all the group types I described above, like status-based, room-based, and guestfolio-based groups can be used simultaneously, and even more, one guest can be assigned to many groups simultaneously. So it provides you like flexible approach and flexible tools. So you can, for example, group A stands for like loyalty club members and not loyalty club members. Group B is stand for like is his adult or out of this group is minus. And using these combinations and interceptions of these groups, you can make your content and auto messages even more targeted and even more personalized. And let's spend 2 more minutes to take a look how where to find these tools in our CMS and how we can assign these two groups. For first of all, you need to create your groups. You need to go to content section display group, and here, as I already described, here we have 3 types. For system groups like during stay and you need to do nothing. They just exist from the beginning, and you cannot delete them or change them. You can just use them for assigning for the content. Then for other 2 types, some manual steps are required. When you press add a new group, here you are invited to create a static group where we can select some specific rooms or even floors, or maybe select all rooms and just exclude one room from this set. But it's not so interesting. So talking about our new dynamic groups tool, you should use this toggle. And please be noted that this feature is not available for all hotels. So we enable these group types only after we configure the appropriate PMS integration. So if you don't see this type of group in your CMS, please reach our support and or manager, and we will discuss how we can enhance the PMS integration to have this tool. So when we create switch to dynamic group, then we can select parameters we are collecting from your PMS. Once again, just an examples. So in your PMS and in your particular case, this set of parameters can be other, so can be individual. So and here you can set if booking sources OTA, and if like loyalty status is gold, then create this group. Then after we created groups, we can assign them to any part of content and any marketing campaign. And for content, once again, it can be applied to any type, to main menu, sub page, or even like shop item. But the mechanic is the same for all types. You are going to the settings tab, and here select one or even several groups for which this particular content page will be shown. And the same mechanic for marketing page. So absolutely for every type of campaign, even email, WhatsApp, text message, notification, or alert, you can assign display group here, the same in the settings tab.